And now,
your rock station, your morning show.
What an excellent day for an exorcism.
With Goose, Kelly, and Thick Rick.
sometimes that is better.
On the Blitz.
Have a great Friday, you mother...
Oh, we will. We will for sure. Especially if it's going to be mostly sunny and a high 83 rolling into the weekend. More of the same Saturday and Sunday as well. So all in all, it's going to be pretty nice for the first weekend of October. How are you, Kelly?
I'm a little sleep deprived. My nephew, who's a freshman at Capitol, they cannot get the situation with students, the freshmen, pulling the fire alarm at his dorm like all night. So the kid's not sleeping. So
they just kept doing it?
Yeah, probably 6 times on Wednesday night into Thursday. So he got no sleep. He's like sleep deprived. And this kid's a serious student. Like he really is.
Right.
Serious. Like he needs, it's like he's a cool dude, but enough's enough. So he texted, we're like, just come over, sleep at our house tonight and, go to school. So anyway, for some reason, it was a blast having him over. We had dinner and all that. But I could not sleep last night. And I'm like, I sacrificed my sleep so my nephew could get a good night's sleep. I feel like a hero.
How nice of you. Yeah. But why couldn't you sleep? Because
I don't know. I think it was just like I want to make sure he had everything he needed.
Right.
And I was kind of jacked up in my brain about making sure he had clean sheets on his bed and, all that stuff. So I'm like normally sort of shutting down for the night by 6 p.m. I was like rushing through, getting sheets on the bed, kind of cleaning and, making sure everything was good, making food. So, dude,
You're too kind. If I invite someone over like that, I'm like, there are the sheets, have a great night.
He's a college guy. He needs a bed and a bathroom.
Right, exactly,
Come on. And speaking of, the pulling of the fire alarm, don't you get over that in high school?
You would think.
This is college, you're pulling fire alarms?
Yeah, I guess the fire department, they have to come, right?
Right.
Oh, they have to. Yeah, they must.
But then I guess by the last one, they arranged with the school to not show up again.
Like cameras, nothing? They have no idea?
No, that's what I asked. I'm like, you don't have any surveillance cameras in the halls of the dorms? Not in your rooms, obviously, but in the halls? He said no.
Huh.
No,
right.
Yeah. You believe that?
Good luck to them.
Yeah, you figure that out, but yeah.
Someone's got to know something. Like someone knows.
Somebody knows.
Who knows?
I asked him. I go,
on?
do you know who's and he said, I don't, honestly.
Yeah, it'd be frustrating for sure.
Oh.
For sure.
Yeah.
How are you, Thick, on a Friday?
I'm good, man. I'm ready for some football.
I am too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't wait to talk to Jeff Logan.
Very much looking forward to a good. In fact, I may put this out a little bit later. I know it's still kind of early, but if anyone knows anyone down in Cincinnati, I almost pulled the trigger yesterday because I didn't realize, for some reason in my head, I'm thinking 3 hours. I'm thinking like the drive to Detroit to Cincinnati. 90 or 100 minutes.
Yeah.
Hour and 40 minutes from this exact spot. So I almost pulled the trigger on tickets to go see the Lions and Bengals play. They were just a little bit out of what I was. So if anyone knows anyone, it's got 4 tickets.
See, those are the kind of games you want to go to.
Yeah.
Because you're going to spend, you're going to spend a lot of money to go to an NFL game, but you're going to see your team win.
Right.
I'm sorry, Bengals, but you know it.
Take the boys to a new city for the day, grab some lunch downtown.
Cincinnati's a nice city, too.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, you've been there?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, if anyone knows anyone, want to sell 4 tickets for the game on Sunday.
What was the best? You couldn't find any good deals?
$200 a piece.
And where does
that is literally the very last row of the upper bowl. Like a 50-yard line. They were good seats, but it was the very last row of the top of the stadium.
Literally nosebleed.
Yes. Yeah.
Man. Ooh. That's... I can't believe I guess they're getting it from Lions fans. Because I don't think Bengals fans are probably the ones selling their tickets.
That's what I'm thinking. I think I might look first thing Sunday morning, too, in case anyone wants to sell
a good time to do it.
Tickets. Yeah.
That's when we buy our Buckeye tickets.
Yeah.
Like a day of.
Day of, yeah. So I'll take a peek. But I'm not against if anyone knows anyone.
Right.
Just putting it out there. We have got a very busy Friday on the way coming up at 8:40. We don't have 1, we don't have 2, but we have 3 pair of ghost tickets to give away for that show at Nationwide Arena on Monday, February 2nd. So make sure you set your alarm for that. In case you have to step away, make sure you come back to win those tickets. And, of course, yes, Hall of Fame Buckeye legend Jeff Logan will be in to talk OSU football coming up about 7:30 this morning. Right now, let's get going with Blitz Morning Trivia, Thick.
$25 up for grabs to water, beds, and stuff. USA Today readers ranked this Central Ohio pumpkin patch the best in the country.
Wow.
We have the best pumpkin patch in the United States right here in Ohio. Which one is it? Be the first one to text in the correct answer at 800-821-9970, and we will give you that gift card.
All right, let's get that answer for Blitz Morning Trivia, Thick.
All right, the question was, USA Today readers have named this Central Ohio pumpkin patch the number one pumpkin patch in America. And we wanted to know what it was. It's Laner's Pumpkin Farm. Are you familiar with this place, Kelly?
I'm not.
It's in Radnor, which is just north of Delaware. So it's about a 45-minute drive from here on Route 203. And USA Today said there are 15-plus acres of pick-your-own pumpkins. You get big carved ones down to, pumpkin pie size. They have pre-picked and washed, or you go pick your own. I mean, if you're going to go to a pumpkin patch, don't you go out and pick your own, I would think.
Kind of the point, I would think,
I get a pre-washed one at the grocery store.
That's true.
But they also have pumpkin bowling, barrel rides, a corn maze, a real hen house, Pumpkinville Play Village. There's animals everywhere. There's a climbing wall, tractors to race.
Oh.
Yeah, and I got your attention, didn't I? You can race tractors. So that's all going on there. And, yeah, it was number one. USA Today, they named 20 finalists, which also included Sam's Pumpkin Patch out in Pickerington. They were one of the 20 finalists, but they didn't crack the top 10. So we do have 2 of the top 20, including number 1. And you can check them out at Laner, which is Lehner, LanerPumpkins.com. And Eric Browning from Powell was the first one to text in the correct answer and got $25 to water beds and stuff.
Well, congrats, Eric. Congrats to the pumpkin patch as well for being named number 1. Hey. I found a clip online while scrolling yesterday. Came across one of my favorite content creators. And there's one of those things where, look, I get it. It's not going to be for everyone. I'm sure there's going to be some purists that are going to be like, what the hell is this? It's a bunch of BS. You don't do that. But I can't help it. I love funk music. I love soul music. I just think it's amazing. There's a guy by the name of the Professor, Nick Harrison. And his whole page, basically, is him listening to reimagined songs. A lot of them are rock songs that people have turned into, like, funk or soul versions.
Okay.
And so I found another one last night, and I wanted you guys to take a listen and get your opinion, okay? And in fact, I'm not going to tell you what song it is, Kelly.
Okay, all right.
Okay? I want you to listen to it and see if you can determine which song this is. Very, very popular rock song.
Okay.
That has been reimagined in a classic soul funk type version. Take a listen.
Dragula by Rob Zombie.
Or just give it away.
I knew this one was coming eventually. It's something wrong with y'all.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I know it. Dragula.
Very good. Good job. Very Isaac Hayes-ish.
Yes.
Dead I am the one exterminating, sipping through the trees, strangling the breeze.
It gives you the scrunch face.
Dead I am the sky, watching angels cry while they slowly turn, conquering the world. Dig through the ditches and
come on.
the witches slam in the back of my Dragula.
I see this on Soul Train.
Yes.
Yeah.
Adding a horn section to Dragula.
I love it.
Oh, that's nice right there.
Yes. I want like an entire album of the songs that he plays on his TikTok page. Just an entire reimagined yacht rock album. I think would be amazing.
I love it.
We need that as a bed.
Yes. Yeah, loop that.
Yes.
For sure. Oh, it just gives you the scrunch face. Can't help it. If you want to check him out, the Professor Nick Harrison is his name on social media. All right. I just needed that on
That's
Friday
all right,
morning.
man. That's
I
fine.
think that was... You said it earlier when you pulled up the clip, clip, Thick, is that there's something...
Careful. Go on.
Ooh, about to dip my toe in that one. What? About to dip the toe in that one right there. Music is amazing.
Yeah.
That you can have this. We all know Dragula and how hard it rocks. But to be able to have the brain to reimagine it in that version, I mean, come on. Come on. Look.
Not so breaking news. The news already broke. We're trying to put it back together.
It's got to be scary if you're driving down the road at night and all of a sudden you see a car behind you and you're being followed and this car continues to follow you. I mean, how many turns do you give it before you're like, wait a minute, something's not right?
I'm going to give it 3 turns.
3 turns?
Yeah.
Okay.
3 turns, because I'm like, first 2 could be total coincidence. 3rd turn, no.
Yeah,
no way.
At that point, you're starting to question a little bit for sure.
I'm going to take him on a ride.
Okay, yeah, see. Yeah, at that point, you start intentionally making turns to see if it continues. Yeah, and then if you do...
Then you make a U-turn.
Right, yeah. Well, this happened overseas in England, where police got a call from someone saying they were being followed by another vehicle. The driver was actually unable to provide their exact location, but could only confirm the direction they were traveling in, according to the police. So finally, police were able to catch up to the driver that was making the 911 calls. They flipped on the red and blues, got this person pulled over to find out what was going on, and when they walked up to the car, as put in the report, they detected the odor of freshly burnt cannabis. The driver also showed signs of impairment and paranoid behavior. That is when the driver was arrested and transported to the hospital. Yeah, no one was following him. He was just really paranoid from the weed. He called 911 on himself, basically.
Paranoia will destroy you.
Have you thought it before, though, that someone's following you? I have.
I remember one time, someone making, like you said, I think it was a good 3 or 4 turns, and I was like...
Like, my driving skills are iffy, so I'm fairly sure I'm going to be, like, followed and have the crap beaten out of me at some point. I mean, just sometimes.
Some road rage incident. Learn to drive, woman!
So anytime somebody's driving too close to, my bumper or whatever, I'm like, oh, I've done it now. Here we go. Right. Here we go. So far, so good, though. I've been lucky.
Keziah Haywood was charged with operating a motor vehicle while impaired by a drug, and she'll have her day in court. All right, story number 2 takes us over to New York City, where a woman was hearing some mysterious crackling sound in her car. I always hate when that happens. Did you grab that the sound? Okay, this is the actual sound. She recorded the sound coming from her car.
It's like a crackling fire, Christmas fire.
Yeah, so, I mean, if you're driving in the car and you hear that, I'm going to have questions for sure. So she took the car to the mechanic. The mechanic gave it a once-over and couldn't figure out what was going on. They did say that you need your 60,000-mile checkup. There are things that need to be done. Yeah. So she did. She dropped $700 on the checkup for the 60,000-mile, things that need to be done. However, she got her car back, and the noise was still there.
Oh, boy.
She's like, I just paid $700 to do what you needed to do, and you didn't fix the problem. I mean, come on. What does it sound like?
It sounds like a fire in a fireplace, or then when I just heard it again, it's like sounds like rain or something. I can't tell.
Well, that is when the owner of the car was sitting there in her parked car, frustrated at the continued crackling sounds, and then looked up at her infotainment center, the dashboard we have where our radio used to be that controls everything, and found out that, yes, her phone was connected to Bluetooth, and it was the fireplace soundscape playing through the speakers of her car.
I thought that sounded like that. That's so crazy.
That's exactly what it was.
We always put this on on Christmas Day. We have like the crackling Christmas fireplace on our TV. So
it was the Sounds of Nature app on her phone.
Oh, that is so
that
funny.
Was coming through the Bluetooth and the speakers of her car. I had that happen because I have the white noise app and I sleep with the fan on.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'll get in the car and if my Bluetooth automatically hooks up to my phone, I'll just hear coming through my car speakers.
That's hilarious.
Because it connects to the app on the phone, and that's the audio that was playing.
That is too funny.
So, yep, she realized how absolutely insane it was, but is very happy that the problem is now solved. And she did get her 60,000-mile, checkup.
Just another reason to hate the phone.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. That's your Not So Breaking News, 99.7 The Blitz. I am all about trying a new restaurant. If you have a recommendation, please let me know. I've got a list. Nora and I have a shared list in our phone of all the places we want to try. If we see a TikTok or something, it goes right on the food list that we want to try. And I'm telling you, there are a lot of places here in Columbus we need to get to.
You been to Hyde Park yet?
Yep, been to Hyde Park.
Been to Hyde Park.
Yep, twice actually.
Okay.
Yep, really like Hyde Park. But man, the list goes on and on. Market 65, Ringside, Publix, good, the Boathouse, Planks Cafe.
Yeah, you got to go to Planks.
I mean, the list goes on and on. There are so many places that we want to try. This one, however, I saw. Now, this is a restaurant down in Florida, but someone made a video of it, and this just doesn't. I don't know, because I'll be the first to admit, I love a good Korean barbecue place. They got like the hot plate or the grill right in the center of the table. They bring you out the meat. You slap it on there. You're cooking your own meat. Or maybe if you've ever been to a fondue restaurant, they put the pot right there in the middle. The hot oil. You cook your food right there. There are some places where you can go. There was a bar in Colorado Springs. You go, you get your steak, and you stand by the fire. You make your steak. They have a giant grill, and everyone's standing around.
Do you get a discount because you're being the chef and the customer?
You don't. That's the thing. You're paying the $20 for the ribeye or whatever, and then you're grilling it and seasoning how you want.
Do you have to cook it yourself?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so. But this video I came across, for some reason, it's just different to me. This is a restaurant. It almost looks like a Cracker Barrel. It's old, wood and very kind of farmy on the inside. But every table has got a griddle right in the middle of the table. So this is a brunch spot where people are going. And the woman in the video is sitting there with, I'm assuming, her husband. And they bring out a little bowl of egg wash, and they bring her the bread. And she's dipping the bread in the egg wash and throwing it on the griddle right there in the middle of the table.
Making her own French toast?
Yeah. And then the guy cracks 2 eggs right there on the griddle. So they're sitting at the table making their breakfast.
What's the appeal?
I don't know.
I'm going there so I don't have to do any of that.
For some reason, this hits me different than going to like a Korean barbecue place. I
because
love
it's breakfast?
Yes, I guess.
Maybe?
I guess. Yeah. I don't know, because I guess with the Korean barbecue, they bring you the plate of meat, the raw meat that you use your tongs and you throw it and you watch it sizzle. There's something about dipping the egg wash and cracking the egg. I don't know. It's just different to me.
Kelly asked what the appeal is. I would say for me, I don't know about this place, but I like to cook.
Yeah.
And what's the worst part of cooking, Goose?
Cleaning up.
Right. So I get to walk in and cook and then leave the mess. And they're going to bring everything I need right to me. Every ingredient I need is going to be brought to me. I get to cook it. Then they're going to clean it up.
Take it away.
It's really like your own cooking. Which is nice. It's no criticism.
That's the only appeal I can think of.
Yeah, the experience, I guess. Something about, I don't know. It's something about this breakfast where I would just rather cook breakfast at home. I don't know.
Yeah. You know when you're going to pay for this meal that you cooked yourself, they are giving you the iPad with the suggested tip.
But probably.
I'm like,
does it go to myself?
You are not getting a tip. There's no way you're getting a tip.
Do you leave less than 20%? If they're bringing you the coffee and the juice that you're going to drink with your breakfast, are you leaving less than 20%?
No, I'm not leaving. I'm tipping. If I'm going to a restaurant, I'm tipping no matter
Absolutely.
what.
That's like tipping at Golden Corral, which is a buffet.
Yeah, right.
Because they brought my drink at the beginning.
But don't you tip at Golden Corral? They still bring you a bill. You still tip.
Yeah, and it's wrong.
I don't know. The fact that it's breakfast just hit me different. But I did think of the question, Can you think of do you like the theme restaurants, Kelly? Do you have a favorite like themed restaurant?
No, but I like from Cable Guy. I liked the Medieval Times. That looked fun.
You've never been to a Medieval Times?
No.
Oh, they're so much fun. They are so much fun. It's so. I don't know how to explain it.
Like when they said, there in medieval times there are no utensils or whatever, and he goes, there are no utensils, but you have Coke and Coke.
Coke and right, yeah.
She goes, dude, I got a lot of tables.
Yeah. But that is how they serve the food. You get like a Cornish hen, like a chicken. And a potato, and you eat with your hands.
No,
absolutely.
Thank you. Okay,
yeah,
it was
like
fun
Game
to
of
watch
Thrones.
on the show,
Yeah.
but no.
I did the one at Excalibur in Vegas.
Okay,
And
it was fun.
Oh yeah, it was. And we were in the winning section. It's even more fun when you're in the winning section, whichever night wins.
Yeah,
but you go in and you're already kind of buzzed, feeling pretty nice, and they bring you mugs of drinks. So yeah, I would recommend.
I would like to go to one of the places which you should be working at, where they just insult you.
Oh, absolutely.
Dick's Last Resort.
Yeah, I would like to go to one of those.
What's the one in Chicago? It starts with an M. I can't believe you. Oh, yeah, you haven't.
Dude, you would be so great at that.
I applied during when COVID hit and I lost my job in Colorado. I packed up and I moved to Nashville, where a buddy of mine lived with his wife. And he was like, come on out, stay with us. And so I did. And I was thinking about more of a long-term stay. And I went to the Dick's Last Resort right there in downtown Nashville. But it was like beginning of March, and they were accepting applications, but they weren't hiring yet because tourist season hadn't quite kicked in yet. And then I ended up getting a job and leaving Nashville. But I applied there.
That's good. You would be so good.
I would almost get like a part-time job there just to do
fun.
that. Oh, just to rip on people, without a doubt, 100% the blast. If you've got some good restaurant recommendations, I'm all about it. 800-821-9970. Feel free to shoot a text, shoot it my way, because I'm all about checking out a new place.
And now, all right, I'm listening. The 3 things you need to know before you go.
Columbus police say an Uber driver was attacked around midnight on Lancaster Lane near Schrock Road in North Columbus. Officers say the driver reported he was beaten and stabbed near the Kilborough Apartments. He was taken to Riverside in critical condition. No arrests have been made. Sean Diddy Combs will be in court today for his sentencing hearing in his federal criminal case. The 55-year-old was convicted in July of 2 counts of arranging interstate travel for people engaged in prostitution. He was acquitted of several higher-level charges in relation to sex trafficking and racketeering and his drug-fueled freak-offs. Last night, Diddy sent a note to the judge asking for mercy, apologizing for his behavior and saying he's a changed man.
I love that he said, I promise never to break another law again.
Yeah. Okay.
A little late for that one.
Yeah. Prosecutors are expected to ask for 4 to 5 years. The judge does have leeway up to 20 years, I think, in prison. Well, after initially blowing it all off, PGA President Don Ray Jr. has finally apologized over the poor behavior at the Ryder Cup this year. He emailed the 30,000 plus golf professionals in the league yesterday saying, quote, while the competition was spirited, some fan behavior clearly crossed the line. It was disrespectful, inappropriate, and not representative of who we are as the PGA of America or as golf professionals. We condemn the behavior unequivocally. So if you didn't hear what happened, Europe had built a nice lead after 2 days of play at the Ryder Cup, and when Rory McIlroy's image was on a video screen, a small section of fans started chanting, F you, Rory! And then this comedian, Heather McMahon, who was hired to MC the first tee, started encouraging everyone to join in the chant.
Yeah.
F you, Rory. And it got worse from there, the language toward other European players. There's a video of a beer being slapped out of someone's hand toward Rory McIlroy's wife, and it grazed her hat. So, yeah, it just was all around more of a Happy Gilmore vibe, I believe, than a professional golf
for
association
sure,
event.
and it cast an awful light on golf fans, and the fact that, and I don't know, were people kicked out? Were they escorted out of the event? Because that type of behavior is just complete. The Ryder Cup has gotten more and more spirited every year. Get it? the golfers will turn around and talk trash to the spectators or point or scream, but it's gotten out of hand.
You suck, you jackass.
Yeah, they gotta tone it down a little bit because that was not a good look at all.
Dilly.
All right, those are your three things.
So a lot of people have been keeping an eye on this interstellar object that is zipping through our solar system right now. It's going to swing past Mars today, but won't be able to see it because the glare from the sun is in the way. But it'll be back in December when it makes its closest approach to Earth.
Was this the comet?
167 miles away.
Yeah.
167 million miles away. That's a little bit of a difference.
Little
bit of a difference. That's the next time we'll be able to see it. In other space news, found a rogue planet that's been growing in size at a crazy rate. It is gobbling up 6 billion tons of dust and gas per second.
This blew me away. I did not know there were traveling planets.
This is insane.
What is it? I don't understand.
Just gobbling up 6 billion tons of gas and dust per second. That sounds like me on a Saturday. Just yum, 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 yum.
How can it be a planet if it's just flying through space, just willy-nilly?
Hey.
And there's, I guess, how many? They think there could be tons and tons of these things.
Would not be surprised.
How can there not be, collisions all over the place? Or maybe there are.
That's how big space is.
Yeah.
That's how big space is.
There's no traffic.
And in internet news, you ever been watching TV or watching a video and all of a sudden it freezes and you got a buffer and you get the hourglass, or you get the spinning pinwheel trying to figure out what's going on?
Happens a lot when you watch NFL on Amazon Prime.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And here's the thing. You turn on the TV, and if you're looking for internet service, everyone talks about their download speeds, how fast their download speeds are, because that's obviously how your, whatever you're using, TV, computer, phone, that's how it's getting the information. It's downloading it from the internet. And I don't know what we're up to now. At 25 gigs or something is about average for your home, 25 gigs of download speed or something.
Oh, I mean...
No?
Oh, gigs.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a lot.
Okay. I don't know. I'm not a computer person. But basically, it's all, the 5G.
Right.
And it's all about the speeds.
Sure.
Well, here we go. Japan has just broke the internet, literally. They have just achieved 1.02 petabits per second. Now, if you don't know what that means, and I don't, I can tell you this. That is downloading all of Netflix. I'm not talking a movie. I'm not talking an entire series. I am talking all of Netflix. Everything on Netflix, one click of the button, downloaded to your computer in 1 second.
Wow.
Well, dude, a petabit is 1 trillion bits.
Nice.
And they
sounds
just
like a
reached
crime.
1.02 petabits. It does sound like a crime, yeah. Yeah, someone should have a file set on them if they're into petabits.
Exactly.
For sure.
1 trillion
Dang,
bits.
that's incredible. Now, what does that cost you a month?
That's a valid question. Yes. What is this going to cost? But absolutely mind-blowing that they were able to reach this speed of download information. What they're going to do with it or what happens next, I don't know, but just know.
You would never see that hourglass again.
No, never. Never. I mean, that's instant
heck?
connectivity. I mean, that's instant everything.
I feel like you're on a website before you click.
Yeah, basically.
It's just instant.
Yep. 1.02 petabits. So,
wow.
We'll see where that takes us. And we're not slowing down. That's the thing.
No.
What does this mean for, ChatGPT or AI and, like I said, the download of information? Yeah.
Where are we going to get at the electricity for all of this?
That's another valid question.
You think about the electricity AI uses is insane, and now we're going to do it AI in 1 trillion bits.
In 1 trillion
per
bits
second.
Per second. Yep. So,
you better be building a lot of nuclear reactors.
I don't know. I don't want to be Debbie Downer. I'm just glad I was born when I was born, and I'm going to be leaving when I'm leaving.
I'm with you, man.
That's all I'm saying.
Well, we got the best part.
Right, exactly. Exactly. We got to enjoy all that amazing childhoodness outside and enjoying playing but then we got to see
The rise of
the
technology.
advancement.
Yeah.
But none of our middle school and high school years were blasted over the internet.
Right.
So that was good.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
I think we've hit the window perfectly. That's all I'm saying. I love the internet sometimes when people just throw out a random question and everyone gives their 2 cents. And that's actually what I'm asking of you. 800-821-9970. Answer this question. What job has dumb people that make good money?
We're dumb people. We just don't make good money.
I was going to say, I'd be the first to admit.
We got the dumb part.
Right,
check.
yeah. For sure. Just dumb. Absolutely. 800-821-9970. Give us a call. What job has dumb people that make good money? Kelly, can you think of one?
Okay. I feel like, I hate to say though, it's not dumb. I don't feel like people are dumb, but I feel like you do make good money in jobs that you don't have to go to have a secondary education for. Like, people make great money working at the post office or working as like a refuse collector, or like those jobs make bank.
So,
you can make bank and you don't have to have a higher education for it.
Garbage and sanitation is on the list. One worker in the garbage and sanitation field said, a handful of us have college degrees. It's just that our jobs pay more than some degrees can.
Yes.
So they'll actually go into it completely opposite of what they got their degree in.
They're actually smarter.
Just making good money.
For doing that.
800-821-9970. Blitz. Hi, who's this?
This is Mike. How you doing?
Hey, Mike, how are you? Answer the question. What job has dumb people that make good money?
Any department in the city of Columbus.
Oh, wow.
Right?
Now, I will say, someone did say politicians.
There's a lot. Not all of them, but a lot of them.
Yeah, a lot of them, for sure.
Most of the entry level, like your clerks that you walk up to, are nice, but any of their bosses in the city of Columbus, parking, building services, all that, it seems like the higher up the chain you go, the lower your brain cell count.
Well, someone said middle management tends to be the dumbest. For some reason, they tend to be the dumbest. Hey, thanks for the call, man. I really appreciate it. Blitz, hi, who's this?
Matt.
Matt, all right. Answer the question. What job has dumb people that make good money?
Well, I'm not one of them, but I work in the industry. HVAC technicians.
HVAC. Really? Okay.
Yeah, they are some of the dumbest guys I've ever met. Some of them don't even have, street smarts, but they do dumb stuff, but they make pretty good money doing it.
They're smart within their field, because you got to know your stuff working HVAC, but anything outside of HVAC, just not necessarily the smartest people in the world.
Right, exactly.
Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate the call, Matt. Have yourself a great weekend. Blitz, hi, who's this?
JC.
JC, what job has dumb people that make good money?
Number one on the list, politician.
Yeah, that is on the list for sure.
Yeah.
That is definitely on the list. Hey, I appreciate the call, man. Thank you so much. Other jobs on the list. Oh, I'm sorry. We got another one. Great. Blitz, hi, who's this?
Caleb.
Caleb, what job has dumb people making good money?
Construction.
Construction is on the list. Yes, someone did say construction workers.
Those are all the people from school who couldn't do real good. The goofiest, craziest people, they're all out there. And everything.
Yeah. Also, it was construction / truck driving, because you can make a good 6 figures truck driving.
Oh, yeah.
But smartest people in the world?
What about OnlyFans?
It's on there.
Oh, it's got to be.
100%.
Oh, yeah, it's got to be.
100% on there. I saw a woman on TikTok the other day. She's a dancer down in Miami, and she does one of those videos where it's Count My Money with Me.
Yes. Oh, those are wild.
$9,300 on a Tuesday night in Miami as a dancer. Yeah.
What about music artists? I mean, how many times have you, like, a new artist comes out, 3-4 songs, you're loving them, and then you hear them speak?
That does happen. Yeah.
Like
not on the list, but it does happen.
The first time you heard Britney Spears talk.
Yeah. I mean, but again, I besides
Hey, leave
people
Britney
like,
alone.
I was going to say, you got people like Brian May, who, PhD in quantum physics.
Yeah. Oh, there are several of those.
Yes.
But there's a lot
that are really dumb.
Yeah.
Blitz, hi, who's this? Terry, what job has smart people or dumb people making good money?
I know you kind of already mentioned, but adult romance film stars.
Oh,
Yeah,
porn stars.
I would say porn stars. Yeah, they're probably way up there, making some decent money for sure. Top 5 on the list. Sales can be really dumb. You just gotta kind of have street smarts. So you got to be charismatic and personable, but you don't necessarily have to be intelligent.
Okay.
Real estate agents are on there.
Oh.
Insurance, healthcare, oil and gas drilling.
So everybody.
Pretty much. Yeah.
This person said truck driver here, IQ 127, which is
That's
a
really
great
good.
IQ.
I believe it. Absolutely. I'm not saying all truck drivers.
Yeah, this is not everybody. You
No.
can't just put a blanket on this, but in the industry, there's a lot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jason says welders. Yeah. Dave says a lot of sales jobs. Yep, absolutely. And you're right.
I think these people are smarter than we are because they found a job that pays them a great salary.
Yes,
100%.
So we're really stupid.
Yes.
100%.
Yes.
Yeah. Right.
We're the
We're
dumb
dumb
ones.
and made the wrong career path choice.
Make sure they understand they're playing somebody different tonight. They're playing the Buckeyes. They're playing the Ohio State Buckeyes.
And now, it's Football Friday with Buckeye Hall of Fame legend Jeff Logan on the Morning Blitz.
That clip reminds me of, remember the Titans when Coach Yost is like, you make them remember forever.
Yes.
The night they played the Titans. Blitz all night. Mr. Logan, how are you, sir?
I'm terrific, guys. How are you?
Not too bad. Are we interrupting, Tony?
No, I was just I was looking up the Big Ten schedule this week to see where your boys are playing.
Oh.
And noticed that they've got Luke Fickell and the Wisconsin Badgers coming to Ann Arbor.
Yeah, big noon kickoff.
Big noon kickoff is coming to Ann Arbor, so that'll be interesting.
It should be a fun one. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I think Luke Fickell's days are numbered.
Boy, are they.
At Wisconsin, which is too bad because I think he's really a good coach. And I don't know that that's a perfect situation to go up there and try and recruit guys in this day and time to the University of Wisconsin. I mean, it's a terrific university. But this thing called winter lasts for a long time up there. And getting players from Florida or California to really come spend their time up in Madison, Wisconsin is not great.
Let me tell you, I spent 6 months living in Green Bay, and I would not recommend it to anyone. I lived there from January to June, and it was winter the entire time.
I was going to say, did the snow finally melt by the end of June?
Yeah, that's exactly it. And I mean, you used to walk out, when I would walk out to do the morning show and leave the house at 4:30 a.m., negative 23 degrees. You would breathe in and your nostrils would stick.
Yeah,
together. Right. It was unbelievable.
Yeah, so great win by the Buckeyes last week.
Yes,
it was.
We went on the road, played a Washington football team that was leading the country in home victories in a row, 22 wins in a row in their home stadium, and we broke that streak. And off to what some would say a slow start in the game. But a methodical start, in my opinion. And part of what Ohio State is able to do right now, because we have the number one scoring defense in the entire country, is that we can allow our defense to control the tempo of the game and allow then for our quarterback and the offense to kind of feel their way into whatever is going to be the mojo in this game. And that's exactly what happened here. We started with some balance. We started then at the end of the first half, getting the ball out into the flat, getting the ball out underneath, because the one thing Washington wasn't going to allow to happen was the big explosive play over the top. So Ohio State took advantage of the underneath.
Take what they give you.
Now, when my husband's screaming at the TV, let those kids play football.
You talking about the officiating?
That or just, game play calling and all that. It's like, it feels maybe a little safe.
It's a statistic that I think we'll find interesting, and I want to see how this goes the rest of the season. There's 135 teams playing in this FBS. Ohio State is ranked 126th in what they call the timing of plays that are in between plays, pace of play.
Oh, okay.
So we are really slow.
Really?
Yes.
That's unusual for us.
It is very unusual because we have been up-tempo a lot of times.
Always.
But the way the new rule changes have gone with the clock and everything else, and the communication with the quarterback, with the speakers that are in the
headsets now,
is and Ryan Day and Brian Hartline are being very methodical in terms of how they go about approaching things. OSU only had 7 offensive series in that game.
Yeah.
Only 7 opportunities to be able to put points on the board. 7 in that entire game.
That's insane.
I know.
I didn't know that. Wow.
And so the length of those drives, when you get that opportunity, you got to maximize those. And it's been very frustrating because a lot of fans want to see that up-tempo, explosive plays, hit the home run, and right now that's not part of their mix.
I was going to ask because, I remember watching because it was definitely halftime before, even middle of the third quarter, before things started getting rolling.
Correct.
What would you say to the fans out there? Because I know a lot of fans were yelling at the TV, like, what is going on? We should be up by 27 already.
Well, yeah.
That kind of thing.
2 reasons that was a slow start. We got stuffed on 4th and 1 inside the 10, and then we fumbled the punt return.
Yeah, those 14 points right there.
Right there.
14
Boom.
points. Yeah,
back to back.
That would have changed the entire makeup of that game.
Yes.
Had we been able to maximize those 2 opportunities. But there are 2 drives right there. The one punt return counts as a drive.
Yeah.
So one of those 7 ended up in a fumble.
Yeah.
The other ended up in turning the ball over at the 1-yard line where you gave them the ball. So you have to maximize the opportunities. And it's frustrating. Tell Charlie just to relax.
Yeah.
All right?
Okay.
Just sit back.
Part of it. It's part of
relax,
the season.
Relax. It's just part of the way that it's going to be. And will Ohio State get more comfortable? I think in this game against Minnesota, a very good offensive team from running the ball. But from a defensive standpoint, I think this is one where Ohio State might be able to open things up a little bit.
Okay. Well, there's a lot that goes into it. It's kind of an any given Saturday, no matter who you're playing. So what are the reasons maybe for the slow start? Well, you do have a young team, and Ryan Day actually had something to say about the young players.
When you're a young player, now more than ever, there's a lot of distractions. And the focus has to be on where they are right now. That's all that matters. And understanding, we say it all the time, that scarlet line that we cross when we walk on the field every day. The game doesn't care what you're going through. The game doesn't care about your feelings. It doesn't care if you're having a good day, a bad day. So I would say for a young player that's going through a difficult time, invest in your faith, family, and friends off the field so they can help you through it. But when you get on the field, the game doesn't care, man. You got to show up every day. And that's part of growing up. At the end of the day, we got to show up and play.
So true. The game does not care what you're dealing with.
It really doesn't.
Nope.
It really does not. And it's, Ryan Day has got the benefit of having a really strong defense and allows him to be able to take this young offense, especially this young quarterback, and develop him exactly the way that he wants to.
This defense is incredible.
They are really good. If your name is Caden and you're playing defense, whether it's Caden Curry or Caden McDonald, these 2 guys were both National Players of the Week on defense last week, co-winners from Ohio State. And what was one of the biggest concerns when we started the season? Replacing that front 4 that all got drafted and are starting now in the NFL. Yet it's just kind of rinse and repeat for Larry Johnson with those front 4.
Yeah. Well, that could be a reason that you're favored by 23.5 points. I mean, that's quite the line there.
Pretty significant in a Big Ten matchup. The fact that it's a home game, I think, has something to do with it. All of those fans that have been screaming for a night game, you got it. All right, you got your 7:30 kick. It's not Penn State. It's against PJ Fleck and the Minnesota Golden Gophers. But you got your night game.
I'm sorry, Kelly.
Get down there and enjoy yourself, right?
Yeah, right. Exactly. Jeez, what's wrong with you people?
Are you going to be in your Are you going to be in your jams by?
I mean, I'll see the first quarter for sure.
And then what?
For sure.
And then she'll see the back of her eyelids.
I'm going to kill that first quarter. After that.
Yeah,
we'll see.
I'll listen for cheers from the TV room in my bedroom.
Right. Still going to be 79 at kickoff, though. The weather's supposed to be perfect all day long. So, all in all, it's going to be a great day for sure. Backtrack a little bit, because we were talking about, Wisconsin might be some limited days up there for their coach. You've got Minnesota. You're favored by 23.5. You were talking about recruiting. What do you think needs to change, or how long will it be where there's going to be some change in the Big Ten? Because it has been, I can't tell you how long, Michigan, Penn State, Ohio State. That's just it. And even Michigan in the 2010s had a terrible run of a record.
We got Oregon and USC now.
Oregon,
stuff like
USC.
Are we done yet, or we got more coming?
In terms of
growth? Teams, yeah.
Well, I think there's still the potential of growth. We're going to see that we went from a Power 5 to a Power 4. All right? So we're seeing some constriction that is going on in the upper levels of college football, and I think we're going to continue to see that. Many years ago, I made the suggestion that we would see a super conference, and it was going to look a lot like the NFL, where you might have 32 to 40 teams that can afford to be able to play at the highest level. Yeah. And I still think that that's going to be an occurrence.
Big Ten conference and an SEC conference.
I think so.
And then Notre Dame.
Exactly.
So that's what I was going to bring up.
Exactly.
I mean, at this point, doesn't it make so much sense for Notre Dame to join the conference?
Yeah.
And why did they get all this? It's wrong that they get the special treatment.
Well, and it's all about bank accounts.
I know.
I mean, bottom line is they control an awful lot right now. They always have. But a lot of the rule changes that they've gone through in terms of selecting teams for the playoffs used to favor Notre Dame. They're not getting as much of that treatment right now that they used to. So I think they're being forced into a corner to have to make a decision. And I think ultimately we will see two separate conferences in college football, one of which we know today as the Big Ten, one of which we know as the SEC. Right. And there might be 20 or 25 teams. And schools like Minnesota, Purdue, they may play a second level of a schedule somewhere.
I wonder
and not be part of that championship.
I wonder if it's almost like how soccer works, where if you have these two super conferences or whatever, 30 teams in the conference
changes,
and then if you're 28, 29, and 30, you fall out. Yeah. But if you're, let's say, I don't know, the Arizona Sun Devils or something, and you win, then you move up to the Big Ten or the SEC.
And I think
you have to stay competitive.
Yeah, there would be some progression in terms of being able to stay within that super conference to be able to compete at that high level. And the financial obligations of being able to be competitive with NIL money and everything else. The schools like Purdue, schools like Minnesota, they can't raise the amount of NIL money from donors, from boosters that maybe an Oklahoma or an Alabama or an Ohio State is going to be able to do. Yeah. So I think it'll eliminate some of those schools. You may not like it, but guys, I think that's the way we're going.
I think about like Notre Dame winning those playoff games last year. They got to keep all of that money for themselves, whereas all the money Ohio State won gets divided up among all the teams in the Big Ten.
Yeah. Well, the other side of that is that you also, as Ohio State, get to participate. And if there's other teams in the Big Ten that got into that tournament, then you're sharing their wealth as well. And so,
Oregon. And
so it'll be interesting to see how it all goes down. I think right now Ohio State, if you look at the rankings after the fifth week of the season, Oregon and Ohio State are the highest two ranked teams with a chance to play in the national in the college football playoffs. 87% chance that both Oregon and Ohio State get in. And then Alabama, believe it or not, is ranked right there along with Indiana with their probability of getting into the playoffs.
No
not
kidding.
Winning.
That game against Illinois was insane.
I
could not believe it.
And Penn State has dropped all the way to 23%. And guys, Penn State losing that game at home last week in double overtime.
Brutal.
Now, I got to be honest with you. At 17-3, I went to bed. I was done.
Right.
Yeah.
I couldn't take it anymore. And I was surprised that Penn State was able to come back and put enough points on the board to take it into overtime.
Yeah.
But once again, it came down to Drew Aller and James Franklin, and one of the two of them was going to screw it up for Penn State, and this time was Drew Aller. And here's a stat. So James Franklin is 4-21 against top 10 ranked teams. Drew Aller, in games that he has started at quarterback against top 10 ranked teams, is completing 48% of his passes. Who's to blame?
Yeah.
How long? Talk about hot seat. I understand you can come out with a winning record and you can win a bowl game, but not being able to get over that hump, how long do the boosters, the donors, and the athletic director continue to allow you to go?
13 years.
But how long would that? Yeah, but
how long would 1?
How long would that act last in Columbus. John Cooper
13
found out
years.
about
I was
it.
just going to say, James Franklin is today's John Cooper.
It's a scary way to think about it. And for us, it was just that rivalry game. Him, it's anybody that's ranked in the top 10.
Yeah.
They can't beat. And if you look at the Big Ten Conference, you know, in their schedule this year, you know, they have the easiest path to being able to complete it because they had the Oregon game, but it was at home. Now, yes, they got to come to Ohio State, but they don't play the team up north this year. And it's a perfect situation. They had everybody coming back. The excuses are none. Yet they're still not getting it done.
This year could be.
It
could be the one.
I just never understood the hype.
There's another loss
with Drew Aller.
Yeah,
I never understood it.
Well, just think about how big that game in Columbus is going to be in just a few weeks when Penn State comes here. And I know everybody's sitting there thinking, boy, we want that to be our night game. That will be a big noon kickoff. I can promise you that. And it'll be real interesting to see. About 5 or 6 years ago, James Franklin was in a very comparable situation, and they beat Ohio State, and it really boosted him to keep his job for the next 3 or 4 years.
Right.
He's going to need that this year in order to stay
is.
around, because if he loses to Penn State, he loses to Ohio State. I think they got to make a decision. Do we want to be consistent, or do we want to be great? And right now they're consistent. Is that good enough? And I think that plays well in Madison, Wisconsin. I think that plays well in Lincoln, Nebraska. But I don't think that plays well in State College, Pennsylvania.
I think you're right.
You mentioned the Big Noon kickoff, and, you know, people, they finally get a night game this week. The Big Noon kickoff game's been pretty good to us. Mm-hmm. You know, they've been pretty good to us.
Been pretty decent. So, how did we do in our picks last week, or in that week?
I didn't do very good. I know that much.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something.
No, please go ahead.
What do you mean you didn't do very good?
Very well.
Very well. Did he say,
That's what he
Thank
meant.
you.
Oh,
grammar school.
Okay.
I'd be doing good, okay?
Well, the final score was 24-6, and with a prediction of 31-17, the closest was you, Goose.
Oh!
So what are you talking about?
Okay, never mind.
I was like, what do you mean you're doing very well?
All right, I'll take it.
All you do is win.
That's right. I didn't know that. Okay. I don't know. Why did I think otherwise?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Jeff, he was three points better than you. You had 34-17. He had 31-17.
Okay, I've been shut out this season.
Yes, you
have.
have.
You all have a win. Jeff, you have multiple wins.
You got to be careful listening to that guy you sleep with. You need to start making your own decisions.
That's my
here.
problem.
You are your own woman, Kelly.
I've only made my own predictions.
I know Charlie. He is weighing in on this.
Jeff, tomorrow is 22 years for these
22 years.
22.
Wedded bliss, baby.
Yeah, tell her not to listen to him.
Holy cow. Holy cow.
Back to tomorrow's game, Ohio State versus Minnesota, 23.5% or 23.5 point favorites. There we go. Who are we? What's one offensive player we should really keep an eye on tomorrow that can really break this thing wide open?
You know, I think the guy that you may want to pay attention to is Bo Jackson.
Yes.
All right, and he is really, this was a true freshman. He was the third running back in the mix when we started the season. And I think C.J. Donaldson and James Peoples have been given the opportunities and I think they're solid, but they don't have the ability to take it to the second level. Mm-hmm. And I think that this true freshman, Bo Jackson, has the capacity to do so. He's the first Buckeye in history to have his first 2 games as a freshman rush for 100 yards back-to-back. First guy ever. Archie Griffin, never got that done. So I think the future is bright for him, and I think he has a breakout game at Ohio Stadium.
That's pretty great. And, as a running back at Ohio State, Ryan Day has got some words for you.
Mm-hmm. You have to be able to play multiple things. If you're just a running back and you can't run a route out of the backfield or line up at receiver if we need you to, or you can't protect, you're not bringing a lot to the table. And all these guys can do that. Bo, when he was young, I thought he was going to be a receiver because of how well he ran routes on the outside when he used to come to camp. And then as he grew up and got stronger, you realized he was going to be a running back. But he can do multiple things. CJ started out as a receiver, and James can catch the ball out of the backfield, so can Isaiah West. So as the season goes on, you'll start to see that become more and more of a weapon, because that's something that has to happen as a running back here in this offense.
I did not know CJ was a wide receiver.
C.J. West? Yeah, well, and you take a look at C.J. Donaldson you're talking about, and even a guy like Bo Jackson. as these guys grew and matured over time, they come to Ohio State's camp, and they all look like athletes, but where are they going to finish? Really interesting to see that Ryan Day has been paying attention to these kids since they were like 14 years old.
Oh, absolutely. I read some fun fact, if I read it correctly, this week in the NFL, every Ohio State quarterback from 2013 until last year is starting in the NFL this weekend at some point.
Yeah, and we went probably 20 or 30 years where there was no Ohio State quarterbacks playing anywhere in the National Football League. I mean, this was not a place to develop quarterbacks, but with Ryan Day's presence here and with what Urban Meyer got started, all of a sudden now we have become quarterback U. The other place that we are really strong is at the center position.
Yeah.
All right? The Remington Award seems like it belongs in Columbus, Ohio, and it looks like we've got another one in Ohio State's lineup this year.
I hope Bo and CJ each go over 100 yards.
Wouldn't that be sweet?
It would.
200 yards.
I just watched Antoine Raymond from Rutgers ran for 161 yards on Minnesota.
Well, that lends itself to a game where we should be able to move the ball on the ground, right? I would hope that is the case.
Yep. All right, well, let's get to it. 23.5-point favorite, 7:30 on NBC. Perfect weather.
What you got,
Score
Goose?
predictions. I'm actually going to up it because of that stat you just gave me. I'm going to give them an extra 7 points.
Stealing my homework.
So I'm going 38-17. I do think that the offense is good enough to put up some points. But, yeah, because I think, and the reason I'm sticking at 38 is because I think by middle of the fourth quarter, starters are going to be out of the game probably.
All right, Ohio State, number one scoring defense in the country. They lead everybody. Nobody has put up double digits on this defense the entire season, including teams like Texas. It will not happen when Row the Boat comes to town. It is not going to happen. Ohio State wins with that 34-7. 34-7 final score, Ohio State wins.
All right. The guy I'm sleeping with and I both feel like it's going to be more like 42-10.
Here you go again.
Yeah.
Giving him credit.
You're all being too kind to Minnesota. They lost a cow. Minnesota lost a cow. Ohio State rolls 49-3.
Woo! Boy, that would be special.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like that.
All right. Big offensive numbers out there, and it can be done.
Might be some defensive points in there, too.
Yeah, guys, our big right tackle, Phillip Daniels, is a transfer from Minnesota, so pay attention to him, number 70.
Okay.
He was in the transfer portal last year, came back. He's a Cincinnati kid, but he played for the Golden Gophers the last couple of seasons, but he starts at right tackle for the Ohio State Buckeyes.
Oh, I will say I don't have Ohio State covering the spread. I might have to put some money down, see if I can maybe win a little something.
Surprise.
Yeah, what's the over-under? I mean, what's the payout on that? Just out of curiosity. All right, well, Mr. Logan, thank you so much.
Great to be with you guys, and as always, go Bucks.
Go Bucks.
Go Bucks.
And now, all right, I'm listening. The 3 things you need to know before you go.
Well, if you like to frequent businesses in the Short North, your restaurant, your bars, maybe get an Airbnb there or shop retail, you may start seeing a reinvestment fee on your bills. Did you see that?
I saw this, yeah.
So the Short North New Community Authority says the surcharge is optional, but they're asking that restaurants, retail, and those providing lodging add this fee to your bills, and then the money will be used for beautification and security. How about fix the security first before I go there and freak? There are a lot of shootings after midnight in the Short North. It's undeniably a high crime area in those early morning hours.
Yes, tax us.
It's tough. And I don't know why. I guess they want you to help pay for security or, like special duty officers or something.
Yeah, maybe.
It feels like something the city of Columbus should be providing without my financial investment, but it's okay. I don't hate it.
If it goes to new experiences or I don't know, not updating, but I love it down there. I've never had one issue down there. I mean, almost every weekend we have spent some time in the Short North area, whether it's restaurants or bar hopping, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
Never had one issue.
That's good.
Not saying it doesn't happen, but if they're going to reinvest and reinvent I'm all about it.
Well, but new experiences. Whatever new experiences are going to come from a company who creates them and then makes money off them. It's not my job to finance a company's business.
No, that's true.
I swear I wasn't born with enough middle fingers.
Right.
Well, they do say it's like I don't know. I guess if you really are in love with the Short North, I guess especially if you live in the area, you'd be reinvesting into your own community.
Right.
And if you love hanging out there at the bars and restaurants, etc., maybe it's.
I mean, it's along the
worth
lines.
The surcharge.
It's along the lines of a resort fee.
Yeah.
I
guess
it's
so.
just an extra thing that's tagged on. Yeah. Which then they turn the money around and use it for other things.
I don't like it. The massive fire at a Chevron refinery about 15 miles south of Los Angeles is largely contained. No word on what caused it, but reports are all personnel are accounted for. Nearby residents reported feeling a major blast at about 9:30 local time last night. The refinery covers about 1.5 square miles of pipelines and can refine up to 290,000 barrels of crude oil per day, and that includes gasoline, jet, and diesel fuel. So quite sure we'll see a little bit of a price increase because of that as well. Well, after 28 years of marriage and a prison stint for each, Lori Loughlin and Massimo Giannulli have separated. The two are the parents of 26-year-old influencer Olivia Jade and 27-year-old Isabella Rose. The parents made big headlines back in 2019 because of their involvement in the college admissions scandal. They paid $500,000 to get their two girls into USC as crew recruits, even though neither are rowers. They just had professional pictures taken of them rowing.
That was unbelievable.
Loughlin spent 2 months. Giannulli spent 5 months behind bars. But apparently it's over, man.
That did them in?
Over. I guess so. They are living in separate residences.
Well, they learned they could live apart, so...
Yeah. Life in prison was way better than being with you.
I'll take in Aunt Becky.
Oh, yeah. You know what? Okay.
Come on over.
I watched my first episode of Full House last night.
Really?
Yeah. It's the weirdest coincidence because my nephew who spent the night with us last night, he kind of like, you know how you go to your comfort shows when you're just sort of trying to chill out or whatever. He watches Full House. He loves it. So we're like, we'll watch an episode with you. We turned on an episode of Full House. It was cute as heck, of course.
Cut it out.
Right in the middle of this show, I swear I got a TMZ alert that said Lori Loughlin was getting divorced. And I was like, is TMZ listening to what I'm doing?
They're listening for sure.
All right, those are your 3 things.
You got it, dude.
No, that's wooed.
That's wooed, yes. Well, this isn't the first time we've talked about this, but there are companies out there that are getting swamped with AI-generated applications, and hiring managers are looking for a way to separate basically the humans from the machines and who's using AI to write resumes as opposed to handwritten resumes or man-created resumes.
Why do you care? Why do they care if it's an AI written? I mean, I either am qualified or I'm not qualified.
Right.
Why do you care if I use AI to write my
If it
resume?
makes it past step number 1 through the hiring manager of you actually being given a phone call interview, a Zoom interview, or maybe even an in-person interview, it's going to weed out people right there.
Right.
You're right. Like you said, you either can do the job or you can't. You're going to know when you meet the person if you think they're a good fit for the culture of your company or whatever the case may be. But apparently, hiring managers are being overwhelmed, so they're trying to work through it. 20% of companies say they are considering or have considered a pay-to-apply system, and nearly 90% of companies say they are likely to adopt it in some way, shape, or form at some point. The idea is that they will start requiring an application fee like colleges have.
Like colleges or even like apartments or whatever?
Yes, that's exactly it. That way they can reduce the clutter and filter the human-made resumes from the stacks of AI-generated ones. Now, there's not exactly details on how it's going to work, but suggested application fee of about $10 to be submitted with your resume.
Okay, and then what? You get it back at your first paycheck or something?
Okay, maybe they do, but what all about all the people that... or you get it back if you don't get the job.
Oh, I like that better.
Yeah.
I like that better.
Because that way, sure... You're serious about wanting the job, but you're not out $10 if you don't get the job.
So it's a refundable deposit.
I like
kind
it.
of, yeah.
Deposit.
Yeah, but that's not what's going to happen.
Yeah.
What were you going to say?
Huh?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like even having to pay to apply to a college. Because that's expensive. That's a hefty fee. So maybe you want to apply to 10 colleges, but you can't afford it.
Absolutely. And that's kind of what they're saying is that, look, if you really are out of work or have been out of work for a while,
right.
you're pinching pennies.
That's not right. I don't like it.
And there are people who are out there applying for, 4 or 5 jobs a day. You don't have that kind of money lying around. I can't even, I don't know. I don't know what the answer is, but to have someone pay to apply for a job, that seems like that's not.
Who do you think you are?
Yeah. And there has to be a way. There has to be a way to get the money. There's no way they should be able to keep that money. There's no way. They have to give it back at some point. Like I said, whether or not if you don't get the job, they refund your money.
I mean, America can decide by just refusing to apply to places that charge an application fee.
That's true.
If they will do that.
They're saying that it could give you the upside to it, I guess, as they're saying it could give you a leg up on getting your eyeballs, getting your application in front of people because other people aren't going to want to pay it. So maybe it's going to turn into less people applying for a job.
Also, pay me to look at your application.
I mean,
otherwise, I'm not going to look at it.
It seems like a rough route to take. And this is just one of the ideas that has been thrown around. But for 90% of companies to say they're likely to adopt it at some point seems like a lot.
What makes it any different from them bringing you in for an interview and then having you do a big project for them just to see if they like your work?
If you can do the work.
It's the same thing. It's like you're putting sweat equity in.
Yeah,
in some way, you're paying.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You are not wrong. So we'll see what happens or what comes of this, if anything at all.
Not so breaking news. The news already broke. We're trying to put it back together.
Oh, another special edition of Not So Breaking News because we have ourselves a double WTF. There we go. What the Florida? Our first story takes us down to Wilton Manors where Henry Rojas lives. He's been living and training there for about 3 years. And early Saturday morning, an intruder forced his way into Rojas's family home in Wilton Manors. It was 31-year-old Austin Carasini, who is now going to be possibly spending a little time behind bars for breaking and entering because, yes, he broke into the family home. Well, here's the problem. Mr. Rojas has been living and training in Florida for 3 years as an MMA fighter. Not a house you want to break into.
Oh, no.
Mr. Rojas said, I don't have guns, wasn't looking for a knife, just God in my hands, and that's all. It was obvious that Mr. Carasini, the gentleman who broke into the house, lost that fight because he appeared in front of the judge and he was all beaten up and black.
Did he tap out?
Oh, he tapped out for sure.
Love to see it.
He says, apparently this guy walked in the house and was saying, Uncle, wake up. Uncle, wake up. Now, here's the deal. Austin admits he did break into the house, but he was at a club a couple blocks away and was going to his friend's house, apparently, and his friend lives in the neighborhood. So it was kind of a case of a mistaken house, just the wrong house to walk into. So was there any ill intent there?
Oh, wow.
You don't know?
Oh, man.
But are you going to take a chance if some drunk person breaks into your house?
Never.
Probably not. Mr. Rojas says he wouldn't change a thing if given the chance. He
I'd
goes,
jiu-jitsu the crap out of somebody.
Right.
If I knew how.
Yeah. He says protect your family. There are a lot of crazy people out there who are looking for damage and you don't know what's going on. So, yeah, we'll find out if, in fact, Mr. Carasini spends any time behind bars. Someone who will spend some time behind bars is a woman from Port Charlotte, Florida, who was arrested on Monday after stealing a motorized shopping cart from the public shopping center. She walked into the grocery store, hopped on one of their electric grocery carts, left, and started driving down the road.
They're nice because they have a basket on the front.
They do have a basket on the front. That's right. Deputies responded to the public store there in Port Charlotte and talked to the store manager, who told them a woman just came into the store, took off on a motorized shopping cart, and was seen driving south down the road. They did track the woman down. Miss Robin Zick of Punta Gorda, Florida, was at the Circle K gas station when they caught up with her. She says that she stole it because she had to get to a doctor's appointment, and she planned on driving the cart to her appointment and then bringing it back to the Publix afterwards.
Yeah. How dare you think I'm stealing this? I just driving it to a doctor's appointment.
Just borrowing it. I'm going to bring it back.
Quit being so jumpy.
She was taken to the hospital for further evaluation. $2,500 is what I thought those would be more. $2,500 for a motorized cart?
Wow.
I heard that shopping carts alone cost like $1,500 a piece.
They must be expensive because they never replace them.
They really
You
don't.
always get the jankiest cart
Yeah,
that's squeaking,
that
rolling
broken
sideways.
wheel. You're like, come on, man.
Some stores should, some stores do have them like maintained and parts replaced and fixed.
Yeah.
Like every 6 months.
Are you a small cart guy or a big cart guy?
Oh, I mean, it depends on the trip.
Not to me. I could be doing a month's worth of shopping and I still want that small cart.
Really?
I'll pile it high to the sky.
Oh my God.
I hate maneuvering that giant cart. It's too big.
I could see
just run people over.
You trying to push a full cart with like a 40-pack of water in it and all the groceries you need.
Happens all the time.
You trying to push that thing would be pretty funny.
Balancing things. Oh, yeah.
Trying to come around a corner in a big cart and you're just like, yeah.
You ever tip over?
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
Not yet.
Anyways, yeah, so she'll be spending some time behind bars because you're not allowed to borrow those. So you're not allowed to do that. They have to stay in the parking lot. Them's the rules, okay?
Yeah.
That's your not-so-breaking news. All right, here we go. Ghost is going to be at Nationwide Arena on Monday, February 2nd. Tickets go on sale at 10 a.m.
I just got a karate move out of that one.
Yeah.
That was fancy.
Oh, I wish the
that
world.
That was elite.
I wish the world could have
was a big
seen
one.
that.
When are we getting cameras in here?
I know.
They're going to be at Nationwide Arena February 2nd. Tickets on sale 10 a.m. this morning through Ticketmaster.com. But if you want to go, we would love to send you. We can save you a couple $100 right now and just give you a pair of tickets, but you're going to have to earn them. We don't have one. We don't have two. We have 3 pair of tickets to give away, which means we are playing Don't Blow It for Everyone. 800-821-9970. 3 people that are going to play together on a team right now. Let's go. Blitz, hi, who's this?
It's Dylan.
Dylan. All right, Dylan, you hang on 1 second. You're contestant number 1. Blitz, hi, who's this?
Hey, this is Johnny.
Johnny, tell your dog to shut the hell up.
I just did.
All right, Johnny, you hang on 1 second. Player number 3, Blitz, hi, who's this? Tim. All right. Dylan, Johnny, Tim, playing together for Don't Blow Up for Everyone. This is how it works. I'm going to give each of you your own question. You cannot help each other out. If all 3 of you get your questions correct, all of you are winning tickets for Ghost. If one of you gets your question wrong, you have blown it for everyone. No goodbye, no thank you for playing. You just get straight dial tone. And that is it. So, Dylan, we start with you, Dylan, and only Dylan. Here is your question. Mario Lemieux is 60 today. He's famous for which sport?
Hockey.
Hockey is the correct answer. Good job, Dylan. You are off the hook. Johnny, we move on to you. Oh, who'd we lose? We lost
Tim.
We lost Tim. Uh-oh.
What did I grab
Yeah,
somebody
just
else?
grab somebody
Grab the
else.
next person.
Blitz, hi, who's this?
Dustin.
Dustin. All right, Dustin.
Dustin,
Sorry.
you're a mid-season replacement.
Yeah, right. You got traded mid-season. You're joining the team. The good news is Dylan has done his job, so Dylan's off the hook. This question is for Johnny and only Johnny. And Dustin, boy, all the pressure is going to fall on you as the last-minute replacement, so I hope you don't blow it. Johnny, here we go. Johnny, this question is for you. What gas has the atomic number of 2 on the periodic table? I need an answer, Johnny.
Hydrogen.
Oh.
That would be number 1. That would be atomic number 1 on the periodic table. Kelly, do you know the answer? What is the atomic number 2? The gas of the atomic number 2 on the periodic table?
Helium.
That is the correct answer. Helium is the correct answer, yes. But unfortunately, that means we need ourselves a new team to try and win these ghost tickets. Blitz, hi, who's this?
Hey, it's Rick.
Rick. All right, Rick, you hang on 1 second. Contestant number 1 for team number 2. Blitz, hi, who's this? Melissa. All right, Melissa, you hang on 1 second. And let's get our third teammate. Blitz, hi, who's this?
This is Kenny.
Kenny. All right, Rick, Melissa, Kenny, all playing together. Don't blow for everyone. You are each going to get your own question. You cannot help each other out. So here we go. Rick and only Rick, your question is... Alicia Silverstone is 49 today. She played Cher Horowitz in what movie?
Oh, boy.
Oh, no.
I need an answer, Rick. Okay, that's enough time. I'm sorry. No,
that is a girl's question.
we don't allow Google time.
I knew that. I know it.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't allow Google time for
No,
Don't Blow.
no Google time.
All right, 800-821-9970. You want to do one more round here?
Definitely.
All right, one more round. Let's try it again. Blitz, hi, who's this?
Dustin.
Dustin?
A different Dustin.
A different Dustin. Okay.
Okay.
Blitz, hi, who's this?
Hey, it's Trigger Tim.
Tim. All right, Tim, hang on 1 second. Blitz, hi, who's this?
Hi, this is Melissa.
Melissa. Oh, Melissa, quick on the draw. All right, Melissa. Well, since you didn't even get to play last time, I guess I can give you another shot. All right. Okay, here we go. We start with Dustin this time around since you called in first. So, Dustin, here we go. Wally West is the real identity of which superhero?
Wally West is Flash.
That is the correct answer. Wally West is one of the versions of the Flash.
I did not know that.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah.
Oh.
In fact, Wally West was a popular name used by, Frank, what's his name? Frank Abagnale. Catch Me If You Can?
Yes.
When he was a teenager, he used to use
He used
Wally
the name.
West.
Okay.
Yeah. That's how they figured out that he was a teenager, because he was reading through comic books. Yeah. All right, Dustin, you are off the hook. Tim, this now falls on you for Don't Blow It for Everyone and tickets for Ghost. Today in 1995, who was found innocent and acquitted of their murder charges?
OJ?
OJ's a correct answer, yes.
Wow.
It was in today in 1995.
Wow.
That's wild.
Acquitted. Yep.
No kidding.
Yep. All right. Melissa, that means all of the pressure falls on you. Either all of you are walking away with Ghost tickets for Nationwide Arena Monday, February 2nd, or you're getting nothing but the dial tone and nobody gets nothing. And you have to walk into this weekend, Melissa, knowing you held all the power in your hands and you blew it for everyone. You get nothing.
Okay.
Don't let him freak you out. You can do it. You can do it.
Okay.
Here we go, Melissa. Today, in 1984, Scott Baio debuted on CBS in what sitcom?
Damn.
That's a toughie.
I need an answer, Melissa.
I don't know.
That's a toughie.
Thick. Today in 1984, Scott Baio debuted on CBS in what sitcom?
Is that Joni Loves Chachi?
No.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Charles and Charles.
Charles and Charles. Yes.
Charles
I would have blown it for everyone.
You would have blown it, absolutely.
I said that too quick.
All right. Well, I got to give these tickets away. Let's play a song.
All right.
We'll come back. We'll give it one more try for Don't Blow It for Everyone, because I want to give these Ghost tickets away. If you want to play, 800-821-9970. It's 997 The Blitz. All right, here we go. Don't Blow It for Everyone. Round number 2, trying to give away these tickets for Ghost. Nationwide Arena, Monday, February 2nd. Tickets go on sale in just over an hour at 10 a.m. at Ticketmaster.com. But we'd love to save you a couple $100 and give you a pair of tickets right now. We need another team of 3. See if they can walk away with the tickets. Blitz, hi, who's this?
This is Kenny.
Kenny. All right, Kenny, hang on 1 second. Blitz, hi, who's this?
Jeff.
All right, Jeff, hang on. Final teammate. Blitz, hi, who's this?
Oh, this is Brad.
Brad?
Brian.
Brian. All right, Brian. We've got Kenny, Jeff, and Brian all wanting to go see Ghost. This is how the game works. You're each going to get your own question. You cannot help each other out. If all three of you get your respective questions correct, you all win. But if one of you gets your question wrong, that's it. Game over. Dial tone. And then you go about your weekend. Yeah. All right. So here we go. Kenny, we start with you. Kenny and only Kenny. Today in 1992, Sinead O'Connor tore up a picture of who on Saturday Night Live?
It was John Paul II.
Oh. What?
You're very specific. The Pope would have sufficed, but yes, John Paul II is actually the correct answer.
Wow,
good job. Very good job. Yes, I would have taken the Pope, but yes.
How brainy.
Kenny, good job.
Kenny's got all the fixes.
That's right.
Did my part. Come
Kenny,
on, guys.
You are off the hook. Wombats. I'm sorry, Jeff, this is for you. Jeff. Wombats, kangaroos, and koalas are all types of what? Oh, I'm sorry. What type of animal? Wombats, kangaroos. What's that?
Marsupials.
That is correct answer.
Oh my gosh, are we giving these away?
It's a marsupial. All right, Brian. It all falls on you, man. All the pressure falls on you. Kenny got his question right. Jeff got his question right. If you get your question right, all three of you are winning tickets for Ghost. So here we go.
Pressure.
No pressure whatsoever. I shouldn't say this. I'll just say think of the last question. I shouldn't even give you a hint, but I'll just say remember the last question.
Okay? Trying to give these away.
All right.
So I'll tell you. Remember the last question is what I'll tell you. Today in 1955, what TV show debuted with characters Grandfather Clock, Mr. Moose, and of course Mr. Green Jeans?
Oh. I'm going to say Pee Wee Herman.
Oh my God.
1955? I don't even think Pee Wee Herman was born yet. I don't think Paul Rubens was even born yet.
Captain Kangaroo!
Captain, I said remember the last question.
Oh, you couldn't have given a better hint. What do we do now?
Captain Kangaroo, we hold on to these tickets until next week.
My God.
We are out of time. I tried really hard. I even dropped a little hint. I'm sorry. We're going to save these tickets for Ghost for next week. 997 The Blitz.
And now, all right, I'm listening. 3 things you need to know before you go.
A former Hilliard Darby teacher has been sentenced to probation after admitting to having an inappropriate relationship with a student during her senior year of high school and lasting into her college years. 50-year-old Brian Tonti of Plain City pleaded guilty yesterday to 2 counts of unlawful sexual conduct with a minor. And in exchange, the judge suspended a 10-year prison sentence and gave him 5 years of probation. Tonti has to surrender his teaching license and will have to register as a sex offender every 6 months for the next 25 years. Mayo Clinic researchers say anyone working outside of a 9-to-5 job has an increased risk of kidney stones, up to 22% increased risk for people working anything outside a day shift. And it's because your sleep-wake cycle is really severely affected.
Well, we're doomed.
Yeah. It says your circadian rhythms are definitely off, and that can lead to a lack of good rest, making you too tired to exercise, leading to a higher percentage of body fat. Habits like smoking and not drinking enough water contribute as well. And there's an enormous amount of people who work varying shifts that are not day shift that have increased kidney stones.
I don't know if it's, I wouldn't call it irrational. I'm pretty sure it's a rational fear, but I do have a deep-seated fear of kidney stones.
It's supposed to be excruciating.
Worse. Can
That's
you
what you've
imagine?
heard.
Yeah.
Can you imagine peeing out a pebble? Oh my God.
So drinking water, a lot of water helps prevent them?
Yep.
Oh, well, I'm safe. I drink more water than anybody.
I do go through quite a few bottles of water a day. So, but yeah.
That's probably, and I'm sure you can offset everything. And if you're getting good sleep, even if you work a night shift, overnight shift, you can correct that for yourself, but people tend to sort of ease into like a sedentary lifestyle where you're just kind of smoking, keeping awake with a ton of caffeine, not drinking enough water.
Eating garbage.
Stop talking about me in the way.
Yeah. Well, Conor McGregor is confirming his participation in a UFC event to take place at the White House. McGregor has not competed in years, but says he is committed to a 6-month training regimen to put on a show for the American people. The UFC's Octagon cage will be erected on the White House South Lawn next June with fighter weigh-ins held at the Lincoln Memorial.
Shouldn't you have to earn your way into this? I mean, I don't understand. Why does he get to...
Because he's a huge MMA
He's a draw.
celebrity.
They're trying to make it a spectacle.
Maybe he'll just be one of the little events where it's not a real fight. It's just
exhibition
match or something like that. Yeah, you got to have a draw, and then you can have the real fights.
Okay. Well, the real fights are what draw me.
I wonder if this entire thing is going to turn into exhibition matches.
Yeah.
I mean,
there's no way. They're going to be title match here that counts.
You think?
Yes, absolutely.
It feels like a put on that it's happening at the White House.
100%.
So, I don't know.
100%. Yeah.
These are going to be real fights. I'm telling you that. This is not going to be like Tyson versus, Holyfield or anything.
All right.
Or I mean,
Dana White did say he was dedicated to it, so we'll see what happens.
All right. Those are your 3 things.
Hey, think you've ever done like the 23andMe or the 1-800?
I ain't giving anybody my DNA.
No? It's very interesting to see your family tree if you ever do something like this. And they go pretty in-depth because you learn about deep family members. I mean, they go back.
Might be stuff I don't want to know.
I found out that after we broke up, an ex-girlfriend of mine was like my third cousin. Did not know that.
Is it your what?
My ex-girlfriend.
Your ex-girlfriend was your third cousin?
My third cousin. Yeah, down like great-great-great-grandparents or something along those lines. Well, it just happened on the other side of the ocean. Ian Brandon and Malcolm Atkins were visiting the grave of their great-great-great-grandfather, Anthony Smith. They had looked through some family tree type stuff, and they made the 3,700-mile journey from Kansas City all the way to Northamptonshire, where their forefathers had originated from. They're in their 70s. They wanted a sense of their family history. So they planned this trip, and they found out in this area where their great-great-great-great-grandfather was buried, and it happened to be kind of like a family burial plot. There were other family members buried there as well. Okay. So they decided to go visit. And then as they're standing there, another gentleman walks up and happens to be approaching these two men. And this guy walks right up to the gravesite that they were standing at. And they said, do you know this guy? And the guy said, yeah, that's my third great-grandfather. It was another family member, the fourth cousins of these two people. Someone he had never met, who lived 100 miles away. That side of the family never left that part of England and stayed there, and just happened to walk up to the gravesite at the precise moment they were hanging out, checking out their family lineage.
Wow.
And so they hung out, they talked. Afterwards, they ended up going to the pub together and grabbing a drink and sharing stories. But he says the possibilities of that happening. If we were there 30 minutes later, we wouldn't have run into this family member. How cool and what a strange coincidence to be visiting the gravesite of your third or fourth great-grandparent, and another family member happens to walk up at the same time. They sat down, they had some drinks, they talked about how much they had in common, which they found so crazy.
Yeah.
It was like a family lineage sort of thing, and they found out all these things that they had in common. So now they plan on staying in touch, and there may be even a visit now from the family member who lives over in England. He's talking about coming over to Kansas and visiting them and seeing the family on this side of the ocean. So just a cool story running into old family members. If you've got one, if you have a unique kind of family run-in like that, shoot us a text, 800-821-9970. Would love to hear the story.
Now, let's see if we can learn you something. Sit up and pay attention.
Yeah, let's learn you some stuff on a Friday morning, send you into the weekend fully charged with a brain full of stuff. Like this. The three members of Lynyrd Skynyrd who wrote Sweet Home Alabama weren't from Alabama. Ronnie Van Zant and Gary Rossington were born in Florida, and Ed King was from California, and the song was recorded in Georgia. Nothing to do about Alabama.
They just liked Alabama.
Still a good song. Alcohol consumption has declined throughout the country over the past decade. In fact, only one state reports an increase in drinking over the past 10 years. You want to take a guess, Thick, as to which state that is? I can tell you this. When you think of alcohol, American alcohol, it's this state.
Oh. I don't know if I have a guess.
Oh, okay. Tennessee.
Really?
Yeah. They do make a lot of
Tennessee whiskey. Jack Daniels.
Yeah. The word pandemonium comes from John Milton's book Paradise Lost and describes a palace built in the middle of hell. The Greek translation is all evil spirits.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we talk about pandemonium. The Guinness Book of World Records is in the Guinness Book of World Records. It's the best-selling copyrighted book series of all time.
Okay, well, there you go, yeah.
It's in the Guinness Book of
Might
World
as well be. It's going to be that book.
That's right. And finally, if you have yourself a side hustle, it may end you up in jail. And I mean a particular side hustle. Because technically, it's illegal to mail used underwear to someone who bought them from you. Federal law bans the mailing of indecent and filthy substances, and you could get up to 5 years in prison for it.
Yeah. I mean, there are people think it'd be a funny prank to send somebody poop in the mail, but enjoy prison.
Yeah, that is true. So
that'll get you in prison.
If you are out there selling your underwear for extra money, just be careful. Don't let anyone know, because you could get some jail
There's some
time.
girls making a lot of money.
100%. Banking.
Yeah.
Off of dirty draws.
Yeah.
For sure. Learning you some stuff on a Friday morning, 99.7 The Blitz.